Everyone says we need more doctors. You hear it on the news, you hear it from the patients. It became a regular topic for conversation between people. But I don't think this is the problem. We don't have a doctor shortage. We have a capacity problem. Hey, my name is Dr. Bart Kaczmarek. I'm a family doctor in Windsor, Ontario. I run a high volume family practice here. I believe I'm one of the highest billing family doctors in Ontario per hour worked. And because of my experiences of work in 4 different countries as a physician, having made my mistakes and needing to restart my career, I've observed how clinical workflow systems need often just a small adjustment to unlock multiple clinical hours without having the doctor work harder. And this is where my perspective comes from. In this video, I want to show you 3 things. 1, where is this doctor's capacity actually lost? It's lost in those everyday little moments of friction that we even stop paying attention to. 2, why hiring more doctors seems like an obvious solution, but it isn't. And 3, what it actually means to free up doctors' time, not by working them harder, but by redesigning their workflow. And it isn't about blaming doctors. It's about actually redesigning the whole system around them so their effort, their caring, finally can start counting. So most doctors that I know, they're working really hard. They overworked actually. But to be truthful, I don't think they work at their full clinical capacity. They overworked with the tasks that shouldn't belong to them in the first place. They're double-checking patients' history or collecting it from scratch. They're verifying medications. They are running around with vaccines. They're filling out forms and papers. And they are not limited by skill or by effort. They are limited by poor systems they work in. It's not laziness, it's friction. So we talk about this as if this was like a headcount problem. And I look at it differently. If I look at average physician's office, I see the empty rooms. I see the patients lining up and the physician being caught up with things that shouldn't belong to their responsibilities. I see the poor handoffs. I see the lack of support. I see physicians filling out requests for physical therapy or prescriptions for orthotics. And what actually delays care and is a barrier to providing care is inefficiency. Not the training, not the motivation, not the willpower. It's lost time. Here's the uncomfortable truth. We lose a lot of time as physicians, and we're so used to it that we don't even notice this. We pretend like that lost time doesn't even exist. We do not measure it. We don't track it. So we compensate for asking for more physicians. Well, hiring more doctors may seem clean. It doesn't require any redesign, doesn't require any changes to the workflows. It doesn't need any mindset adjustments. The status quo can be preserved. But the biggest question, and the more expensive one, is that if this is okay, why are physicians still feeling blocked, feel that they have to do a lot of work that is exhausting and could be delegated to someone else? Why aren't they working at the top of their skill set, doing medical decision making and counseling and helping patients make the best choice about their health? Now here's the part that's easy to miss. If you add more input to a broken system, you just create more waste. The same thing here. You add more doctors to a system that's far from perfect, you are also creating more waste. Same bottlenecks, same constraints, just more effort. So what does freeing doctors actually mean? It means that we could finally be working at the top of our capacity. And at one point, I believe we all thought of this, but then we realized that the help we would have needed to achieve it would be impossible to pay for. But having hired your necessary staff means fewer low-level decisions, less headaches with paperwork. Having your nursing renew your scripts, review your labs, and send you only the critical ones that require medical decision making. More time to spend with patients, more availability in the day, having more appointments for the patients. Patients would be able to book with you the next day or same day appointments. And this is all because capacity is not released by hiring more doctors. It's released by redesign. And from my experience, when I started working in the medical office in Canada 13 years ago, I was very afraid of hiring new staff because I saw this as a direct subtraction from my revenue. But it turns out, at least in my case, that every hire that I have has not only been able to compensate for their salary, but also actually bring me more money monthly and buy me more time. And that more time bought monthly translates into having more appointments for my patients and being available for my patients within the next few days or sometimes same day. And if you're watching this as a physician, I want to be clear, I'm not criticizing your skill. I'm not criticizing the way you work. I'm not really personally against any medical part of what you do. I think what we often lack as physicians is managerial skills and business part of the medicine, because I believe we can all build a medical office where our efforts are rewarded higher, where we do not need to focus on things below our skill level, where the proper workflow redesign will make us all thrive again. So yes, we should absolutely have more doctors, we should train more doctors, but we don't have specifically a doctor's number problem. We definitely have a doctor's capacity problem. And until we fix that, no number of doctors will ever feel enough. So if this resonates with you, you'd like to know more, if you like medical systems, not slogans, please subscribe to my channel. There is more content every week about the real world family medicine, the problems I'm encountering, and the issues I'm fixing.